For 4 seasons, 1000, LB Sisters has captured hearts, tears, and laughs as viewers followed Amy Slayton and her sister Tammy through their triumphs and setbacks. From the early days of life in Dixon, Kentucky, to surgery prep, births, breakdowns, and breakthroughs, Amy's journey has been one of the show's emotional cornerstones. But now, a major life decision by Amy could change everything and potentially signal the end of the show as fans know it. The weight of the spotlight. Amy Halterman, née Slayton, wasn't seeking fame when she first appeared on YouTube with makeup tutorials and humorous chubby bunny videos. But she and viewers soon realized that her charisma, honesty, and vulnerability could translate to something bigger. When 1000, LB Sisters premiered in 2020, Amy and Tammy shared a combined weight of over 1,000 pounds. Their shared struggle with food addiction, emotional trauma, and health risks was raw and real. But Amy, who started the show around 400 pounds, was always a little more agile, emotionally open, and motivated to seek change. By season 2, Amy achieved her goal of qualifying for bariatric surgery. She lost enough weight to get pregnant twice and became a mother to Gage and later Glenn. Her transformation was physical, emotional, and psychological. But as Amy shed pounds, she also seemed to shed parts of her old identity. The cracks began to show. From sisterhood to motherhood. One of the most celebrated moments on the show was the birth of Amy's first son, Gage. Viewers watched as she transitioned from anxious patient to determined mother. The birth brought both joy and conflict, especially with Tammy, who was still struggling with her own weight loss journey and often resented Amy's new role and responsibilities. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But as Amy embraced motherhood, she began to pull away, not just from Tammy, but from the intense demands of filming. Her second pregnancy was harder. Glenn was born under more scrutiny, with Amy's marriage to Michael Halterman crumbling shortly afterward. What was once a united front became a source of pain. Off-screen reports of arguments, stress, and custody disputes filled tabloids. Amy's smile seemed dimmer in season 4, her laughter more forced. Even as Tammy made incredible progress, losing over 300 pounds and undergoing surgery herself, Amy appeared more distant. Fans began to wonder, was Amy done? The decision, life beyond reality TV. According to sources close to production and a recent heartfelt video Amy posted on her private social media account, later leaked by a fan, Amy is stepping away from the show. Not for a scandal or a dispute, but for peace. "I love my fans, and I love that people care," she reportedly said through tears. "But right now, I need to care for myself and my boys. They didn't ask for cameras in their face. And I want to be the best mom I can be without feeling like I'm performing." It's a decision that didn't come lightly. Amy owes much of her financial stability, healthcare access, and public platform to the show. But she's grown. The once fun-loving sister who giggled about fart jokes and fast food now speaks thoughtfully about child development, mental health, and boundaries. And her boundary is this: no more cameras, at least, not in her home. Could this end the show? The obvious question looms: can 1000 LB Sisters survive without Amy? Some fans argue that the heart of the show has always been the dynamic between Amy and Tammy, the codependent love, the frustration, the fierce loyalty beneath layers of sarcasm. Without Amy, the original tension dissolves. It becomes just another weight loss journey, albeit Tammy's compelling one. Others believe the show has already pivoted. With Tammy's marriage to Caleb Willingham, and later, her tragic heartbreak, her own dramatic transformation, and the rise of other family members. Like sister Misty and half-brother Chris Combs, the series could continue in a new form. But even producers reportedly admit that Amy's departure is a big loss. Behind the scenes, there's talk of a spin-off or a Slayton family reboot, one that would follow Tammy more directly while giving cameos to other relatives. But none of these ideas have Amy's signature mix of humor, relatability, and emotional transparency. Fame's double-edged sword. It's important to understand just how much 1000 LB Sisters changed Amy's life. Before TLC, Amy lived with limited means, filming with a basic phone camera and navigating food stamps, healthcare gaps, and stigma. The show gave her access to doctors, therapists, and financial stability she couldn't have imagined. She bought a house, built a family, and provided for her children. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But it also exposed her. Every argument with Michael, every struggle with parenting, every awkward or painful moment became a meme or a Reddit thread. In one leaked text message, Amy reportedly confided to a friend, "Sometimes I miss being nobody. At least then my pain was private." That sentiment resonates with many reality stars, but it hits harder in Amy's case. She wasn't chasing influencer status, she was surviving, and her survival became entertainment. Now that she's healing, she's choosing something different. Tammy's reaction and the fans. Tammy Slayton has publicly supported her sister's decision, even if it means more solo scenes for her. "She's doing what's best for her babies," Tammy said during an Instagram live. "I miss her already, but we talk every day. She's still my sister." The show don't change that. Fans have mixed feelings. On one hand, there's pride in Amy for putting her kids first. On the other, there's grief for the bond, the banter, and the laughs that define the early seasons. Reddit threads are filled with tributes to classic Amy moments, her wedding dress shopping, her hilarious voiceovers, her reaction to Gage's first kick. One fan wrote, "Amy wasn't just the comic relief. She was the soul of the show." What comes next? Amy hasn't ruled out returning to the spotlight entirely. Sources say she's considering writing a memoir about her experiences, one that covers not just weight loss, but trauma, poverty, motherhood, and personal growth. There's even buzz about a YouTube revival where she could control the narrative, edit her content, and share at her own pace. In the meantime, she's been focusing on therapy, parenting, and home life. She's reportedly started a vegetable garden, enrolled Gage in preschool, and adopted a rescue dog. Small, quiet victories. Away from the lens. As for 1000 LB Sisters, TLC has announced a tentative Season 6 focused primarily on Tammy's post-weight loss life, dating, and travel. Whether that resonates with audiences or not remains to be seen. The real legacy. In stepping away, Amy may be closing a chapter, but she's also writing a new one. Her journey on the show wasn't just about pounds lost. It was about reclaiming worth, finding joy in unexpected places, and showing millions that change is possible, even when it's messy and slow. By choosing her family, her peace, and her privacy, Amy is living that truth one step further. And in a world where so many people feel pressured to share every moment, her silence speaks volumes. She may be leaving the show, but she's not leaving our hearts. Subscribe the channel to get such videos.